Greetings, internet. I look dreadful, I know. The stress of quarantine is taking its toll on my appearance like nobody's business. And it's not just quarantine, it is my situation that I had before, which was worrisome. And now I feel like, quarantine is just a spanner in the works. However, as I said in my last video, there are some things that I can do and I can at least try and get out of it. But, I don't do well with stress. I don't know who does, in fact. And it goes kind of slowly. So it's baby steps at the moment and trying to get my thoughts in order to sort of think, right, what's the priority? What needs to be done first? How long do I have to do this, that, and the other? And then I've got another source of stress. And I'll get over it because I've dealt with it, I think. But at the same time, it's like, especially when you're on your own, it's so much easier because you, as an overthinker, INFP is my Myers-Briggs personality type. So I overthink things. Totes overthink things. And so, I'm a worrier. I am somebody who worries a lot because I overthink things. And when and being alone, ironically, the introverted type likes to be alone. Well, we do like solitude, but we love people as well. Don't get me wrong, I love people. And that's that actually I love them to a fault. I'm a bit of a pushover. I hate it. I hate being a pushover, but I am. And I always want to help if I can. But anyway. I worry, I'm overthinking. And now I've got my ex who's annoying me, harassing me, winding me up, and he's stressing me out because he's the ex I mentioned before. He's also a narcissist, so he's toxic, which is, something that I really, really want to get rid of in my life. And I can't believe that beforehand I was even considering allowing him to come over. But that was me when I was, still reeling from, the fact that we were in quarantine and that, this is things are happening as they are. I was, in shock. That's my excuse. Because I'm trying to be narcissist free. I recently figured out that my adopted mother is a covert narcissist. And, growing up as an only child with a covert narcissist for a mother, also being adopted and being an INFP, that kind of royally fucked me up and led to me having a life of narcissistic abuse. I was narc fodder. That's basically my life has been a life of being narc fodder. I've just been, I've always had narcissists, at least one narcissist in my life. And yeah, but I now that I've figured it all out, I really think that I can get over it. Yeah, okay, I'm 36 years old. So I feel like it's a pity that, 36 years of my life are gone, wasted by being the victim of narcissists, just feeding into their fucked upness. But now I'm breaking free. But the thing is, this dude owes me money and that pisses me off because I want my money. I need it. I mean, over the years, I've spent over $5,000 on this guy. And I don't have a penny to my name right now. And he fucking is using that, obviously, to keep in contact with me. Because any decent human being, anybody with some decency in their soul, would go, right, okay, I fucked with this person and now's my chance to make it right. Right, I'm going to set up payments to this person and just reimburse what I owe and be done with it. You do not use the money to stay in contact. Like he would sometimes send me some money without even asking me, and then send me a message to say he sent me the money so that he knows that I would at least reply to say thank you, and that would get me talking, you see. Now that doesn't work anymore, so now I've got to ask for the money when I need it. He knows full well my situation, he also knows that because of quarantine and me being alone, I'm vulnerable. So perfect time to try and come and hoover, as they call it. When we're talking about narcissists, they come back again for more. That's called hoovering. And this is what he's doing. And I find myself in this situation where I really should be, and even that woman who raised me, the narcissist who raised me. And I know I feel bitter towards her, but at the same time, she can't help who she is. I can't help being someone who is, having a personality type that attracts narcissists, and she cannot help being a narcissist. So, it's like being mad at a shark for being a predator. You can't, that's, she was born that way. So I know I can't really be mad at her, but yeah. I can't help but being a little bit bitter because 35 years of my life fucked up. It's sad. And it's sad, it's not like I can get them back. And it's not like I can get my $5,000 back either, apparently. Not without, him profiting even more from me. Not financially, obviously, but in other ways. He gets his jollies and his kicks and it sort of feeds into his ego. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to give up on the money and, rise up by myself and reach out to different charities and shit. I was told they were closed by someone who should have known, and I researched it and they're not. It took me 5 minutes to find out that the charities that help with people in need for at least getting food and trying to stay out of debt and things like that if they can. Basically charities that help with poverty are still up and running. The essential side is just like because they also provide leisure activities, recreational stuff, and social, because, people who are, poor, they also don't tend to have much of a social life. So it also provides things like sporting activities, exercise, social events, different life skills, that sort of thing. That kind of thing, obviously, it's shut down. But the help, the financial and food side of things, that's all up and running still, which is kind of logical, really. But anywho, yeah. So I think I'm going to have to do that. The dude, I even told him outright, we've known each other for 6 years, this narc and my ex. And I've told him, he should know this anyway, but I've told him outright that I do not want to talk on the phone. I don't like talking on the phone. And he still calls me. And then he came out with the one line that pisses me off the most. Oh, but I'm worried about you. It's like I'm fucking at home. I'm not doing anything dangerous. I'm sitting on my ass indoors worrying about the future. Like I've done for the last God knows how many years. Because before I was studying from home, I was a stay-at-home mum. And then, as I said, I study from home. And now I want to get a job and I have to stay at home because of quarantine. It's just like, for fuck's sake. But what can you do, right? Guess who used to use that on me? That I'm worried about you. For no reason. Unjustifiably so, if that's true. And that was me old mother. My narcissistic mother. It's a way of guilt tripping. It's a way of getting you to do what they want. Pick up the fucking phone because they want to make you do something that you don't want to do because it gives them a kick. I'll fucking give him a kick. I fantasize about hitting him around the head with a frying pan, to be honest with you. In fact, that's the thing at the moment. It's a very specific fantasy I have, hitting bad people around the head with frying pans. When I watch like true crime things, abusive people, toxic people I see on videos, I'm just like, me, frying pan, yo head. Yeah, weird. But yeah. So that's me at the moment, trying to find the strength to resist and accepting help from a narcissist. But he's making it easier in that he's, trying to force me into picking up the phone when I don't want to talk to him on the phone. I don't even want to talk to him by message, to be honest with you, but I'm only doing it out of politeness. I'm not someone who can fake things, put it that way. I can't pretend to be nice to someone to get what I want. I just can't. I think I feel things too strongly to be able to hide that. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Anyway, I will stop waffling, and I hope you're all well. Hope you're dealing with the quarantine if you're in quarantine. And I hope, none of you guys have dealings with narcissists, but maybe you do. Maybe you've noticed as well that the narc in your life has come back for some more, seeing as we're all a little bit vulnerable at the moment. Because they like that, don't they? They likes himself a bit of vulnerable. Or what was that? Where did that come from? Anyway, I think I'm going to leave you guys be. God, my nails. I haven't got money to get nail polish remover. Anyway, bye for now, guys.